Hello, hi everybody. Dude, today has been one of those days where I feel like I'm on the verge of falling asleep all day long, but I'm not actually tired. It's so weird. So nice. Dude,
Alex
physics.
TikTok.
Appreciate you, dude. Really appreciate the 3 months, man. Man, I already got 4 of those mats. Neff trying to convince me to get another 8. You know what? I kind of like them. Like, listen, speaking strictly as myself here. Hold on, let me just quickly show you guys. They're pretty nice. I have a few of them that I was taking pictures of. Like, I also got, I think this is my set. This might be my first favorite one, but they're pretty nice. I don't know. I think they're cool. Good evening, good evening. I will be streaming that board probably Sunday. I'm going to add it on to like what we do Sunday. Those desk pads are amazing. Yeah, I mean, I like them. I kind of was vibing with them while I was taking pictures this morning. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll use one. So nice. They're
it's
from
my
Novelties.
favorite part of the day. Mr.
Mickey.
Alex Otto's streaming Alex Otra.
Dude, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I really appreciate you. Yeah, so, I'm tired. I don't know what it is today. Like I said, I've been feeling kind of tired all day. Tom, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. How you guys all doing tonight, by the way? Tom, Extra Chris, Van, how you doing? Tiger, Ace, Etchy, Digital, Chaver, how you doing? Keeber, how you doing? Dude, how you guys all doing today? Merc, V-Dub, Lego, Pock, how you guys all doing? Tayway, Dim, hair looking extra wrist today? Actually, my hair is kind of looking dry. I was trying to do something different with it over the last few weeks, but then... Okay, if you guys want to know the honest truth, it's not gross, trust me. I was trying to do the whole no shampoo thing. And I got 2 weeks doing it. And my hair was the nicest it's ever been. I'm so manageable. Like, you just use water. It was just like awesome. However, I'm not gonna lie, it became just kind of like dandruffy. So it wasn't itchy at all. It was just kind of dandruffy a little bit, and I got kind of sick of it, so I just washed it and used conditioner. But you can tell the difference. I really like doing the other way. Like, I just like having that bit of like natural oil in your hair. Like, it looks nice. My sister-in-law swears by it. Oh, the no shampoo. A lot of people that I know who have done it tell me that it's like, it usually takes like 2 months for everything to go. Like, it's like a whole transition period of like doing no shampoo. But I don't know. I tried. I failed at it. Obviously, I couldn't do it for very long. But very coiffed today. It is kind of a little bit, yeah. Coffee channel in the server has been so nice. I haven't been able to participate in it, and I'm kind of sad about that. I've been meaning to post some stuff, but the Kohaku looks so good. Yeah, Kohaku's pretty nice, man. Look at that. Look how nice this looks in the Star Wars dustpad too. It almost looks not real. This whole thing doesn't look real at all for some weird reason. It looks like it's floating, and I swear to God it's not. So strange. I got major dandruff, so I don't know if I could do that. It only gets worse. Like, I was definitely having like major dandruff to the point where I felt uncomfortable, and I was like, screw it. Have I used the Type K much? I actually was using it a little bit this morning, and then I took it off because I was trying to work, and I use my when I'm working, I do one hand on the mouse and then one hand on the keyboard. And the Alice keyboard, not too conducive to doing like me moving my hand all like I was just losing my space, and I was like, okay, I can't deal with this right now. How are the KFC potato chips? Fucking mid. They were just okay. They kind of taste like an old dressed or something. They're okay. You know what else is mid? Can I complain about something? I played that Starfield game last night. Played for about an hour, 2 hours. I was like, you know what? I really want to play it. I'm going to treat myself. I'm returning it. I do not like it. And I honestly think that the reviews feel a little bit biased to me. It just feels like No Man's Sky. So nice. Mel,
you know
dude,
what?
Melanie,
Not
thank you so much.
My love for you.
Oh my,
guy.
thank you so much. Appreciate you. It feels like No Man's Sky, but Bethesda. Like, dude, I went to 2 places where you can land your ship on the planet last night. And I'm playing the game. And I'm like, let me explore this planet. There is nothing on that fucking planet, dude. It's just me walking around scanning things. It felt like early, what's it called? No Man's Sky. And I'm just fucking scanning shit. And I'm like, this is boring. And then I finally find one group of enemies. They were like level 8, and then I'm level 2, and I killed them all, and I'm just like, this is boring. And then I got some new loot. Oh, next thing I know, I loot one whole settlement. I'm overweight now, so I gotta like go back to my ship, dump things, which took forever, even though I fast traveled, and then you get to travel to somewhere else. Everything's like 800, 1,000 meters away. The walk there's nothing to do. You remember how I told you guys, if this game was going to be one of those games where I go somewhere and there's 5 things to do, it's like a waypoint thing, I'm going to return it? I feel like it's like that. It is just not fun. And I honestly feel disrespected by everyone who reviewed this game and said it was fun. I had 0 fun playing it. In fact, I was having such a bad time I booted up Fortnite.
Hi Alex, love your streams. Missed most
Thank
of the
you, Callow.
streams this
Really
week,
appreciate
only
you,
to
dude.
find you are taking a break. Frown, but you deserve it.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate that, man. It's just, I don't know, it does not feel good at all. I had one of my other friends this morning, I was venting to him about it. He's like, just hold on to it. He's like, the game will get better. Bro, I don't understand how, like, I don't know if anyone has played the game here. It is not fun. I did not enjoy the first 2 hours of the game. Burned up my micro SD on my ROG Ally, so I'm a little salty. What the? Not your taste in... It's just, you know what? Like, people were like, oh, this is like Skyrim in space. It does not feel like Skyrim in space. There's nothing about this that feels like Skyrim. The inventory system's horrendous. It's awful. Like, just give me like any other loot system, which is like I get a bag and I arrange things myself. Like, instead they kind of classify everything, and like the sense of organization is just not there. There was actual stuff in Skyrim, yeah. Thank you, Stefan. I appreciate the tier 1, bro. It's just not fun for everyone. Hey, exactly. It could be fun for you guys. Me personally, though. My tasty games, love single player games, loving Baldur's Gate, loved Elden Ring. I actually enjoyed Skyrim. I love single player games. I just personally feel that this game here is just not really that great. Even like the space stuff, it was fun the first time I did it, and then wasn't so like fun the second time. Anyways, I'm not having a good time with it. I low-key don't agree with some of the ratings that reviewers gave it. This hurts. I was so excited for this game. The exploration feels weak, and I think that's what I was looking for in this game. And again, I didn't read anything about this game. I didn't like look. I just decided, you know what? I know of this game. I'm not going to read anyone else's experiences. I only read the reviews last night after my 2 or 3 hours. But you know what's crazy to me? Evan, I'm not trying to argue with you at all. And this is what's bullshit to me. Because this is the same shit Diablo did. And this is why nobody's fucking playing Diablo 3 anymore. Why does the game have to get good after 20 hours? Why can't the game be good from the beginning? Like, that's so stupid. Like, this is the same shit with Diablo. Diablo's fucking storyline was garbage. Garbage. And it was just like, okay, well, the end game will be fun. Dude, Diablo 3 storyline, I remember all the bosses. Diablo 4 storyline, I remember jack shit. Nothing at all. And then, the other big pet peeve I have. Wait, I got one more for you guys. One more Starfield complaint. What is with the no gamma contrast sliders? I had to go into like my AMD settings to increase the contrast for that stupid game. What is with that? It is so washed out. Also, yeah, no FOV, nothing like that. Cat, thank you so much for the 145 bits, bro. Appreciate you. Me who barely plays games? Yes, I agree. Anyways, that's just me complaining about that, dude. Same reason why WoW Endgame died in 3 to 4 expansions ago, because it's the same cookie cutter crap over and over. Yeah, I don't know. I literally feel like I've played this game before. It's called No Man's Sky. And then the looting, could care less, because I in the 2 hours I played, I got to do 20 minutes of looting. So nice. My little mini review of the game for you guys, based off of you guys kind of know what I like in games. All right, let's build a keyboard. Let's feel a little bit better. This is the Navi. This is based off of a anime, which they were very kind enough to actually give me some stuff from the anime here, which is the thing is called Serial Experiment Lane. I am gonna watch this. Apparently, this is really good. Apparently, it's super, super good. But they were kind enough to do that. This is the studio. I believe it's called Psych Type. They were very kind enough to do it. The keyboard itself, based off of the IC I read, is about $200. And you know what? I'm very open-minded with this. Now, I think the physical appearance of the keyboard may not be everyone's alley. However, it is based off of the keyboard or computer that one of the characters uses in the anime. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm actually, again, this had pretty good reviews, so I am going to definitely watch this. Although I don't actually have a DVD. You know what? Maybe I do have a DVD player somewhere at my parents' house. But yeah, maybe I will, just to get like the authentic DVD experience, you know what I mean? All right. Let's see what's in the accessory box first here. They gave me an accessory box. Now, I don't know if it's going to come with a USB cable, but this is O-ring and top mount. So what's going to be really nice about this IMO is you can buy a PC plate, and I don't have a PC plate with me today, but I like the fact that you can do two. And again, the price point of this is not too crazy. Again, if it follows what it says in the IC, which is about $200. Very cool. We have some foam, which I'm probably not going to use today. We have some daughter boards here, because I think they sent me two USBs, or two PCBs. Some screws, some things labeled in there. Some stabs, which I think that's just supplied to me to build something today. I don't think it's coming with stabs. Only Palm FR4 and Alu. Honestly, I think that's a good amount of stuff. Like, in terms of plate offerings, I think PC, or sorry, Palm, I thought I read PC somewhere, but Palm or PC, interchangeable in my opinion. FR4 and Alu, I think those are very fair offerings. You get a plasticky plate. Our kit will include Durox stabs. Wait, Psych Type, is it going to be around $200? That's pretty crazy if it comes with the stabs. A lot of people are including them now. That's pretty wild to me. You open this guy here up. Where's my scissors? That is pretty crazy. But yeah, guys, I'm definitely returning. I'm definitely returning it. I don't think I'm gonna hold on to the game. I don't care for waiting 3 months for it to get better, or I don't care for playing 20 hours for me to find my first smile with the game.
Happy Friday, Alex. Hi.
I'm just gonna continue playing Baldur's Gate tonight. All right, happy Friday, VMAT. I hope you guys have a good one today, dude. So we have 2 different PCBs. I am most likely gonna use the non-hot swap one because I believe this hot swap one's only ISO. Have I ever played D&D? No, but now I really want to. It's on PC Game Pass if you ever want to revisit it at one point. Yeah, which I probably will. Is this just... Yeah, this is just the ISO one. So the hot swap unit does have an ISO option, which I don't think I'm going to use today just because I don't feel like using ISO today. But very cool. Very, very cool. Sorry, the anti is hot swap in the box. Yeah, I think there's going to be different PCBs. Honestly, I kind of want to solder tonight anyways. I feel like if I do hot swap, the stream's going to last all of 40 minutes. And then we have our PCB here. Lots of options. So pretty nice. Nice little 60% keyboard going on here. I'm thinking we'll do split right shift. We'll do full backspace because I've been enjoying full backspace again recently. Lego. Thank you, dude.
So, if you won't do a body pillow, can you do a paint me like one of your French girls style desk pad?
Damn, dude. I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe? I don't know. And we have the aluminum plate here. Pretty basic. Just an aluminum plate. Let's move this to the side. Actually, who made this PCB? This designed in-house? Doesn't say. Alrighty. And I believe they also said the box was going to change for the final board here too. It's going to be a darker print, but pretty cool. So again, character from the anime, psych type, Navi60. Box is pretty neat. Magnetic flap. That's cool too. Nice. Oh shit, there's another hot swap PCB here. Is this an ANSI one? Oh, it is. Okay, so we got 3 PCBs. And we also have... Oh, is this an FR4 plate? I low-key kind of want to use the FR4 plate today. I don't know. Maybe we'll decide later. So this is based off of Serial Experiment Lane. This doesn't come with it. They just shipped this to me because they wanted me to experience the anime, which I definitely will now. Alrighty. Oh, this is nice, like, presentation. I'll give them that. This is super cute presentation here. I stopped using 60s years ago, but this makes me want one again. How many of you guys have actually seen the anime? Like I said, I looked up reviews on this because my knowledge of anime, I only started watching animes like when Attack on Titan came out. That was pretty much like when I started, and then I kind of fell down the rabbit hole. But I have not watched this guy. I saw it years ago. It's a bit of an older anime, right? Ooh, there's like a piece of hair floating above my eye. I hate when that happens. So again, this is based off of a keyboard the character uses, or it's a computer system. This is cute. So nice.
Love you, duck kiss.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Evo. Oh, this is nice. And I did look at what it's based off of. It says in the IC. They did a pretty good job of like encapsulating the feeling of what this is based off of. So it's not quite a rectangle. It's more of like a, I don't even know how to describe this, but kind of tapers off, down rather over here. The red looks so good. It is a very nice anno. Very, very nice. Some minor imperfections in the inside here, but nothing that I would complain about. The exterior is great. Brass weight. I believe they did say this is clear coated too, but this would look really cool if it had like a patina on it. Pretty cool. Crimson Cadet. I was actually thinking of using something beige today. O-ring Pog. So yeah, we could do O-ring or we could do top mount. I'm leaning more to trying the O-ring first, and then we can try the top mount. But overall, aesthetics, kind of your basic box on wedge aesthetic for the side over here. And then again, it kind of tapers this way, or I guess curves this way here, which follows suit of how it's actually laid out in the anime, which is fun. I don't exactly know what this symbol stands for. I'm sure this is somewhere in the anime as well. I just have not watched it yet. It's checking all the boxes so far. I don't know. I kind of have like a weird... Like, listen. I'm going to be honest. Usually, when it comes to like these kind of anime-inspired or just like inspired boards, it's usually kind of like... it's like, okay. If you love it, you buy it. But for some reason, I think this is going to sound really good. It seems like it's checking all the boxes of like good. The only box that I will say that I will let you guys know about is the front height, I believe, is effective 22 mil. So it's a slight bit higher in terms of what I usually prefer for a front height. It's not unusable though. I believe it was 22 mil that I read. Not bad though, not bad. On a side note, did you try that new coffee? Oh my God, wait, Alpha, I gotta tell you. That's why I was like, man, I wish I would have said something today. I tried that vanilla, I think it was vanilla cherry chocolate one you sent, or vanilla strawberry one. So good. Delicious. Is it bad that if I said it looks like my air conditioner? No. Although I could probably turn on my air conditioner now. I'm kind of warm in here. Definitely watch this one, Alex. Of the old ones is much watch. Yeah, everyone's been saying that. Like, literally, like the few people that have reached out to me about the Navi, because I think I announced it like a week or two ago that I was going to build this on one of my streams. Everyone was saying, dude, you got to watch it, bro. So yeah, it'll be on my radar. We'll do 7U tonight. Now, I think we're also going to do split right. So we only need 4 of these. Also, I'm very much vibing with this desk pad today. It has been a while since I've used a desk pad that wasn't the Grove made one, but I am, for some reason, loving the way this looks on my desk today. Is it ever not a 7U night? You're right. Is the case heavy? It feels like it has a little bit of heft. It's not like insane. The Kohaku's a bit heavier fully built, but I think because the Kohaku is a chunkier brass weight on the bottom. I hope that kind of answers it. This Ergo Proxy, Gits? What's Gits? I haven't heard of that one there. Do you know any mouse modders in Toronto? Ooh, no, not really. Mouse modders in Toronto. I don't know any, but getting your mouse modded by someone is actually kind of an expensive experience. Like, it is cool at the end of the day, but it is kind of expensive. Like, you probably will end up spending a lot of money just back and forth shipping, or the best thing to do if you're going to do that, like, if you do want to make that journey of customizing your mouse, is probably to buy them the mouse and ship it to them within their country, and then go from there. I don't want to do it on top of this desk pad, so we're going to use a keep mat. I don't want to ruin this. It's barely been 24 hours since I've had this on my desk. What happened to the top cam? What happened to my top cam? Oh, I had to get a new one because mine died. Fully died. It actually, I don't even know where I put it, but I tried booting it up after stream and just does not work. It was working that like for that 9 minutes on stream when I was like fooling around with you guys, but stopped working again. So rest in peace, top cam. Bit of a disappointing thing. I believe I put in a ticket this morning. I believe it's the processor that's dead. It's not even the sensor. I think it's just the processor. I don't know how expensive that is going to be to fix, but at this point here, with the amount of time it'll probably take, I don't even care. Oh, let me get some more lube. 1 second, guys. Actually, do I have some more? I think I have a bit in this one here. Yeah, I should have enough for tonight. I don't really feel like getting up. I probably have to get up, though, to get dielectric grease stuff. Whatever. Rest in peace, top cam. Indeed. It's a show of few words. Don't expect me to explain to you. I'm kind of fine with that, though. I've been I kind of like stuff that you kind of have to figure out yourself, and it's open to interpretation, and then it kind of like, you know, flips it on its head later on. Fruit coffee is so good, especially iced. It's growing on me now. It's so weird. It is definitely growing on me. Like, don't get me wrong. I really like the coffees that are definitely more rich in flavor. But am I a Star Wars fan? Yes, I would consider myself a Star Wars fan. I'm not a super diehard Star Wars fan though. Nor do I care. Like, I don't know. I feel like people associate Star Wars fans with people who like care which trilogy was better, and I just don't give a shit. I kind of enjoyed them all. The new ones were still entertaining to me. What's my favorite movie out of the 12? Probably which was it episode 2 where Anakin's with Padme and starts talking about how much he hates sand? Probably, is that episode 2? Then episode 2. Definitely. Hello from Japan. How are you, One Leaf? Definitely episode 2. Based. I do really think though episode 3 is such a good movie as well. I think that one, episode 3, stands definitely on a higher podium, if you want to call it that. It's very, I don't know, I gave me chills watching that one there. But just for the sand comment, just for like the whole sand quip that Anakin does, I'm going to give that one there the title of episode 2 being the best one. Episode 3 doesn't quite have the comedy that episode 2 has. It doesn't quite have it. So episode 2 is definitely it for me. One of the worst ones, but I respect it. Is it really one of the worst ones? Anakin going through his cringy teenager phase. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Which episode does Obi-Wan do hello there? Is that episode 2 as well? I'm pretty positive it's episode 2, right? That's episode 3? Fuck. I was going to say episode 2 has a lot going for it if that's where he says hello there. With General... Oh, yeah, it is with General Grievous. That's right. I still need to watch episode 3 of Ahsoka? I heard it's pretty good. There's some Easter eggs in it or something too. Andor was definitely very, very well done. Andor, of all the Star Wars stuff recently, stands out the most to me. And then I thoroughly enjoyed the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. So we'll see where that goes. I'm kind of hopeful for it. I'm gonna say this. I hope no one hates me for this. I really don't give a shit about The Mandalorian. I think it was just okay. And I think a lot of people think it's like super great because it has Grogu, Baby Yoda in it. I think it's okay. I think Book of Boba Fett was at the bottom of the list for things that I liked out of all the new stuff. Really unfortunate. I feel like they did Boba Fett dirty. Like, I really do, bro. First 2 seasons were really good. Third one didn't even finish. I agree. The first season was like fun, but I wouldn't consider it like up on my list of like, wow, this was a masterpiece. And then what else have they done for Star Wars shows? Mando season 3 was not great. No, it didn't feel good at all. It did not feel good. Clone Wars? That's the anime. I have not watched any animated Star Wars stuff at all. I heard it's amazing, but I just have not watched it. Obi-Wan was just above Boba Fett. I'm going to be honest. Maybe this is just me being biased. I actually kind of liked Obi-Wan. I don't know why. I just kind of did. Maybe it's just because Ian McGregor and I'm just like, yo, I like this guy. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. I wouldn't say it was better than Andor. I don't think it was better than Ahsoka, but I definitely enjoyed it. Episode 6, is that where he faces Anakin or Darth Vader? In the lightsaber duel? Maybe that's why I have like an affinity for it. Unpopular opinion, Jar Jar is the best character. I mean, you're not wrong. Andor's mid? I really liked Andor. It had some weird props in it. Like, I don't know if anyone caught the AK-47s in it, which was really weird. I don't quite understand the props, but I liked Andor. Oh yeah, laughed my ass off. Yeah, it was really weird. Evening, how you doing, Triumph? It took me out of it for a while. I remember watching that episode, I'm like, why? And then I'm just like, all right, whatever. Yeah, dude, go look up Andor AK-47s or something, and you'll see that they used real guns as props in Andor. And I believe, if I don't really recall, I think they still fired lasers. Which was, I don't know, again, it just took me out of it a little bit. So, very minor detail. That Russian-made laser gun, yeah. It was funny. It was weird. It was definitely weird. That Star Wars chat making me want to rewatch the movies. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be rewatching them next week, I think. I'm going to sit there and watch episode 1. I'm going to watch episode 2. Although, I might skip episode 1. No one judge me, please. I watched episode 1 last month twice. For Jar Jar Binks. Because I was bored lubing switches. I just think it's hilarious. Don't ask. And I'm kind of sick of watching the episode 1's pod racer thing. I'm kind of sick of watching it at this point here. I've seen episode 1 a lot. So if I do watch episode 1, I think I'm just going to skip over all of the pod racing. Because I just stopped caring about it. Were you talking about the Alex Baldwin incident? What's that? What's that incident? Now that's pod racing? Yeah. Real gun is a prop? Oh, No. That's a totally different thing. But they used, I don't know if they were fake or real. Probably fake. But they used AK-47s in Andor. Yeah, I heard about that one there. I heard about that too. Discord movie night Star Wars? Unfortunately, we can't do that. I wish we could. There's no way. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, Kenny, are you looking at the Andor props? Yeah, it's pretty weird choice. Am I able to link a timestamp to the trailer where it is? Yeah, go for it. We can have people source the movie themselves and just sync it. I guess we could do that. That is very true. Star Wars Streamathon? That would be super dope. We can all put like Star Wars desk pads on and just have a blast. Yeah, like I said, if you click that link, let me click it too because I want to see this. Please don't autoplay here. Oh, let me turn off the music here. Oh yeah. Okay, it's like watch it for like a second past where he linked, and you can see they used. It's so weird. Like if you were to give me that scene and said, "Does this look like Star Wars?" I would say absolutely not. It's so weird. I don't understand it. Hope Alex. Hey Alex, hope Paul is well today, dude. Everything's great today. Been a little tired all day today. Been running around. I did some packing of some boards today. So I got like 2 to ship out tomorrow. And then I did, I guess technically 2 errands. One was bringing my girlfriend somewhere. And then the other one was I went grocery shopping. Kinda, not really. And then the other errand I did was, am I missing one of the housings? Oh, it's just an extra stem. Just did a lot of keyboard chores again today, which I lament, but it's okay. And I'm not talking about lubing switches. I mean like moving things around. There was some desoldering of a board that was just so badly soldered that I could not do. Wait, I didn't even know this series existed. Andor? Wait, Beige Lad, you haven't seen Andor yet? I think if you keep an open mind and you're not used to like, you know, super in your face action Star Wars, but kind of want something that's a bit more like, I feel like Andor was just well done. It had a lot of like good dialogue, good character building. You'll enjoy it. It's very good. I wouldn't call it like traditional like pew pew Star Wars though. It was very, very good though. With a Star Wars theme, which was fun. Enjoying Ahsoka? I'm definitely gonna binge Ahsoka. Well, not binge, because only one episode came out. I'm gonna watch one episode of Ahsoka tomorrow. Bolsa Laguna, Pink Robin, Shadowflower, or something all have such good stock lube. I haven't tried the Bolsa Lagunas. Pink Robins do have good stock lube, and I do agree the Shadowflowers also have good stock lube. Where did I put my dielectric grease now? I mean, my desk is empty. I have nothing on it. Where did I put it? Well, I'm not going to sit here looking for it, so we're going to use the old one. My one that's almost done. Not going to lie, I had an awful experience with Pink Robin stock lubes. I haven't had a bad experience with it, but is my build command not working, guys? Oh, it is. Okay, so if you guys want the link, it's just in the build command. Whew, I think B-Sun's doing a good job with those. They seem to, I think they've kind of hit the nail on the head with it for sure. I cleaned off my desk to take pictures today, and I'm also kind of mad I did that, because then I was like, wait, I have to stream tonight, and I moved all of my building equipment off of my desk, and then I had to put it all back on because I didn't even get to take the pictures. Hey Alex, if you're ever interested in doing something new, I would love to see you do a mouse mod. So I have done mouse modding on my own time. For example, my super light, I ended up using a little hand drill of sorts to widen the areas where the switches go, and I actually min-maxed it, which was really fun. And then what else did I do? And then I also switched out the scroll wheel, and then I was considered doing paint. Can I show that? I would have to open it all up, but yeah, I could show it to you guys one day. I just realized using a key mat as your placement for lubing, I might do that as well. I actually have, this is my dedicated like work key mat. I like the silicone stuff, but the silicone stuff just like attracts so much dust. So I tend not to use it. Actually, wait. Are we, because this is the thinner one. I don't know if Psych Type is still here. Are we able to use this with the screw-in stabs? I didn't even think about that. I was just kind of going on autopilot with what came in the box. I'm kind of curious, because this does look like the thinner one, and I know that the thinner ones, you can actually use these with screw-ins. Here, you know what? We're going to just assemble, like, kind of quick assemble things and then see if it works. Also, you mentioned the Toxic Unicorn you have as a commission. It was a commission, yeah. I was wondering if you can explain how Singa's commission builds work. So I've never commissioned through Singa. I just joined in on what Candy Roo was doing, but I have never done it myself. Honest question, why would I choose a PC board like the Kohaku over the Envoy when... So, the Envoy, in my opinion, is a great board. And you should be compatible, but need some finesse. Okay, I'm gonna try it out and find out. The Envoy is fantastic, and this is the part where keyboard stuff becomes a little bit not messy, but I think it becomes a little bit preference based and there's bias towards things. And I'm going to take a quick second and just explain this. Because I see these comments a lot about like, why would I do this when I can do this? This is worth my money more than this. The truth of the matter is only one simple thing, right? It's whatever you want at the end of the day. And if we're going to sit here, and this is my problem with the keyboard community sometimes, if we're going to sit here and we're going to say like, what's best for your money? Like, what's the best value thing for your money? The truth is just go buy a Dell keyboard for $15. If you truly want value for money, go buy that. And some people might argue, well, I want to customize it. There is literally like dirt cheap kits that you can go find for $50. Or you can go buy a hot swap unit off of Amazon for less than the Envoy, for less than some of these like $150 boards. So value is just a weird topic for me inside the hobby. It is. It's always been a strange topic to me. So I think value is not a great way to look at custom keyboards. When you're looking at custom keyboards, I think there's a few different routes you can take to, I guess, find what's good for you. For a lot of people, including myself, and I'm going to hopefully speak for a lot of people here, keyboards are, they're a fun thing to get into. You enjoy them, and then you end up staying because you have like a lot of community attachment to it, and you still enjoy the idea of building a keyboard. Then I feel like there are people who kind of chase that high-end board, which that's their value, and they could chase whatever hype that they want. Hype is all generated within, I guess their sub-community of just like what's hype and what's cool and what's not. But it's whatever you value, and maybe they value what's hype. Maybe you value what's like a $99 keyboard because that's your budget, and that's totally fine. Maybe someone else values, might value like a design. Maybe the koi fish means something to someone, and they'd rather have that than an Envoy. Maybe you like sound, right? So like, there's tons of things that you can value. But at the end of the day, I just personally think it's just whatever you like, right? Price points and like comparisons aside, and which is better than that, what do you like? Don't let me tell you what you like. Don't let anyone else on the internet tell you what you like. You have to kind of be like, well, I value this one thing, and this particular product will give me that. For me to list and be like, okay, well, the Envoy sounds really good, and I really like the Envoy and all its configs, and I like the sound it produces, and it's a little bit more clacky, might help you. But maybe that's not like what you're looking for, right? I don't know. I get these comments a lot on YouTube, and it's not quite what you asked, but it's in the same realm of it, of like, why would I buy this if I can buy this instead type thing. My goal is to kind of help you find your path, but it's very hard when everyone just goes, well, I can buy this same thing for $99. Well, it's like, okay, there's more levels to that. Like, do you like the design? Do you like this? Do you like that? Like, and if you value that particular thing, then it might be worth your money. Why would you buy an Alice Envoy more expensive at the best Envoy? Okay, thank you so much, Callow. I appreciate you, dude. I hope the Envoy's still buyable in a week or two. Want it for work, but need to wait a little bit. Can I pull the trigger? I love that you're waiting, though, bro. That means you're being responsible. I like that. It's a journey of trial and error and evolving taste. I agree with Sin Master, man. When I started building keyboards, I was into way different things than I am now, man. Way different things. And my opinion 3 years ago is going to highly differ than my opinion now because I like different things. Back then, for me, it was the look of a keyboard. I could care less about the way it sounded. I just wanted to have something beautiful on my desk. Now, feeling's a big thing for me. Same with sound. But I value all these other little pieces, and simplicity and like build experience makes me like the build more too, right? It's a very complex world, but it doesn't really have to be. I think I'm just kind of making it a little bit more complex. All right, let's grab a PCB here. I'm gonna do the solderable one because I want to solder. Might need a matching tempo to pair with my sonnet. Let's go. Tempo does look nice. I think it's quite a healthy hobby if anything. With all the wait times I used to and still am into wristwatches. I sorta, when I was younger, wanted to get into watches, and I bought like a few cheap watches, like under $300, because the watches can get pretty crazy. I bought like 2 or 3, and this is when I was like 20, and that was like my whole paycheck was buying like $900 worth of watches, and I just eventually stopped. Like I was like, man, this is like just too crazy for me. Oh, meant to do enter, not shift. Is the sonnet still worth it with the other current 75 offerings? So Triumph, kind of like what I was saying earlier. If you like the design of the sonnet, if you like what people present in their videos as a sound signature, I think the sonnet's fantastic. It's a good little top mount keyboard. I personally think it shines more in stack mount, but totally up to you. I don't know. At the end of the day, I just want to say one thing. I want to clear one thing too. It's important to review boards. It's important to like look at all the objectively bad things. It's important to look at objectively good things. It's important to showcase the things that are making some changes in the community, maybe for like a better build experience, etc. However, I never want anyone in this hobby, because I truly, truly do not feel this way. And this is not just me trying to be nice. There are boards that like a revision ones of boards that might have something special to them. Like there's so many nuances to all this stuff. So nice. So my advice to you is don't make the hobby a thing about hype. You're only going to get yourself pissed off, and then it's going to cost you more money to chase that hype. Just enjoy what you want. Again, use all these reviews and stuff as guidance maybe, but just enjoy it. And again, maybe if you're enjoying something is chasing hype, then do your thing. But just to be clear. Also, thank you, AA. I appreciate your Prime for 5 months, bro. Thank you very much. There's no end game. That's why it's rabbit hole. I mean, anything can be a rabbit hole. The biggest sickness in the hobby is FOMO. I know because I'm suffering from it. Dak, what are you FOMOing over? I really like your blog, and it's been a while since the Mode KC review. I really hope you have some spare time to keep writing. I will be writing another Mode review. I also have another board I did photos for that I want to do a full review on, and then I was even considering doing the Neo65. Bad timing for me, though. I've just been so much going on in my life that I haven't really had a chance to sit down and do more writing. I even wrote a photography blog, but I never got around to editing it and making photos. Ironically. Hydrate, got you. This hobby's been really valuable in teaching me how to resist FOMO. Me too. And maybe that's why I sort of lean towards advocating against creating yourself an environment of chasing hype. Because I do see the value in learning a little bit of patience with your purchases. I also still feel FOMO with things, and I kind of, have little instances where I feel like I want to rush to go buy something because it's the new cool thing or I really want it. For example, Starfield. I should have just waited 2 weeks for the reviews of people to come out instead of trusting blogs. But we all make mistakes. Will we ever... yes, so I'm going to be doing the tempo the 13th of September, I believe. I will be like 7 days late to the party because I think that's when the tempo comes out, is like the 5th or something like that. But are people still chasing hype? Meh, I want you... Wait, what the... Zach, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you wanting to chase me, bro. Or just trust the good old Bethesda rule, aka wait for the modders to fix the game? Perhaps. Quick question, Alex or chat. Is the 1.2 or 1.6 TX stout They should be exactly the same. Both wires should be exactly the same in both the 1.2 mil and the 1.6 mil. Is HHKB bad for Mac? No, it's not bad for Mac. You can still bind it. You'd have to rebind a lot of stuff, but happy Friday. Got some good weekend plans? I'm streaming with you guys all weekend. A small part of me wants to go to the camera store tomorrow to go look at something. Basically, I have a acquaintance of mine who he wants to go pick up a, I think he wants to go pick up a Leica Q2 because the Q3s are sold out, and I was considering going with him, and I was considering going to look. I would love a Leica Q3. Like, I think that would be such a fun camera to pick up, but it's also almost like what, $6,000-$7,000. It's pretty expensive, and I don't even think you can buy them right now. I think it's all wait lists. The only FOMO I experience is missing out one of your streams. Hey, dude, you're too kind. That's a dangerous trip, Alex. Prepare your wallet. I mean, there's nothing really I want right now for camera gear. Like, I would like a 28mm lens, but I don't think I would use a 28mm at all. But I was just considering going. The one thing I do kind of want to pick up though is they have a grip for my M11 that I wouldn't mind picking up, but it's kind of expensive. You can borrow my Q3. Oh my god, if you make it out next year, I would love to take a look at the Q3 in hand. You should go, it'll be fun. Hype your friend up. Yeah, they ordered the Ghost Edition Q2, which is pretty expensive. Let's use the FR4 plate. Do you guys want to use Alu or FR4? I feel like the FR4 might be a bit more forgiving than the top mount, because you know me, I prefer to use polycarbonate for top mount builds. Yeah, we're going with a good choice here. Did I leave it inside the box? Where did I put that plate? I think I did. Not having a purpose is a scary thing to your wallet, because by the time you realize you bought it, oh yeah, I know. You definitely got to be careful. Got a Swift 65 for pretty cheap. Oh, that was a fun board. Yeah, I think that was a cool one. All right. Got a little FR4 on this guy. Yeah, the FR4 will be a good choice, right? Do I want to use FR4? Nah, you know what? I kind of want to use Alu. I'm changing my mind on this. I'm switching it up. I'm sorry, guys. We're using Alu for this. Because I have a feeling I'm going to prefer the O-ring. And I sort of want to hear a little bit more like umph from the plate. So we'll use this. If you pick Alu, it's definitely... Yeah, I do agree. It's definitely going to be an O-ring. The Desmond is so cool. Thank you. It's from Novel Keys. It's part of their Star Wars concept stuff. Also, just so everyone knows, and just so I'm always transparent, because you guys know I value that. I work for Novel Keys. It's a desk pad at the end of the day. It's not like it's performance driven. I just like Star Wars as well. And it's by a company that I work for, so just so you guys are aware. New mode board looking sick though. The tempo? Yeah, tempo looks interesting. Alright. Let us put in some switches. And then we'll solder this guy up. So apparently these are lubed and filmed. Oh yeah, these are nice. Cool. Although, what might not be cool is I know Tangies, when lubed and filmed, don't close properly. So I actually might have to cherry pick some of these guys to go in the board. So this is actually one of the dangers. Dangers might be a stupid word. But one of the problems with filming, and this is why I don't film a lot these days, see how the legs are, it might be kind of tough on the camera because it's orange. See how the legs are sticking out? So when you film something and those protrude outwards, it's almost impossible to socket that in nicely. So you got to definitely be a little bit careful. Oh, did I mess up one of the stabs? Totally did. Let me go fix that. I had no idea. Oh no, it's not your fault. I actually think it's a pretty common thing until you dive deeper in terms of switch modding, I suppose. If the legs protrude outwards, then I won't film them. Yeah, I just don't film many things these days because I just feel like films are almost not necessary on a lot of switches. Switches just keep getting better and better. What size key mat is on the desk? This is the TKL one. So many housings are so tight these days. Yeah, you don't really need to use them these days. Yeah, if it's a super bad switch, like some of the older, even some of the new, maybe the JWK stuff, and then some Cherry items, I will film. Got a question to you about your mode switches. They are pre-lube, but did you use your stock? I have used mine stock. In fact, I used them stock in a board recently. I just don't remember what board it was. Yeah, I don't remember. But I prefer going over them with like lube just because I feel like the mode switches, it's a little light. Isn't Type K? Yeah, then yeah, it was the Type K, was it? So yeah, it was the Type K that I used it. It's a little light, but definitely not unusable. I wonder if the Cherry MX2As will need films. I don't know. Can I be honest with you guys about the Cherry MX2As? I kind of don't understand it. I feel like Cherry switches were already in a great spot because they kind of differed from the other switches by not being the smoothest and by not being, you know, whatever. And they kind of had like their own following, and I liked them personally, and I know a lot of other people really appreciated them. I think what Cherry should have done was just update springs and call it a day. Did you lose 10 pounds? Does it look like I have? I've been doing more walking recently. Maybe that's what it is. Is the tapered stem hole anything? Honestly, I don't see how that would make a difference. I honestly don't know. I have a question. Do I have to use Cherry snap and stabs for gummy O-ring mounts? So you typically, usually, yes. However, in cases like today, or if a case is specially designed for screw-in stabs, you can get away with using screw-in stabs. Or you can use these. These are the grave shift ones. I actually have a few of these. They're thinner. So they can usually, I think Psych Type said it best, you can finesse them to work. So they can nicely sit in between. But using a better O-ring for that is also ideal. What's the point of Cherry without the Mega Scratch? Yeah, it'll just fall in line with the rest of the switches at that point there, and then it'll just be a blur of like, what colors do you like? That's it. Can you compare the sound of ABS versus ABS PBT? I've done that in one of my streams, I think. But to sum it up for you, it sounds great. However, I don't love the space bars from Mode. I think they still have that PBT kind of glassiness that you typically get of like straight PBT. Spring tolerance are going to be bad anyways. Oh, tolerances. Can't trust Cherry with that after all these years of empty promises. Soren taking the route of press X to doubt. That's what Soren's doing here. This is a cute little Tangies are cute. I always like these switches. For a while, when these came out, these were like my favorite switches. Yeah, Gray, I'll be taking a look at that Sunday, I think. Hyperlight soon to be the new vintage. We'll see about that one. My GF's whole personality is orange and tangerines. I love tangerines. They're so good. Like the actual fruit, fucking delicious. Look at that render. Yeah, I know it looks weird. Tangerines are absolutely delish. But Slurpless, how are you doing, man? Your jawline looking more defined and shoulder and neck area looking skinnier? Really? I'll be honest, today, my diet has been pretty bad. Today's diet was pretty bad, just because I've been running around. I had basically a piece of bread for breakfast, because I just picked up like a croissant, and that was about it. I had for lunch, don't hate me guys, I did have a burger. But I had no sodas today, which was great. And then for dinner, I had a piece of, they had like some steak on sale. So I got one small steak and then I cooked it up and just had that. Because that's all I felt like. I did not feel like anything else. So I don't exactly know how many calories I consumed today. The Ruffles were so mid. They were just okay. Like, they're nothing crazy. They do not taste like, in my opinion, they don't taste like KFC. Sitting here filming Nixies, I just got, as he says, he doesn't think switches. Nixies can benefit from films. Just so you feel better, Neebs, they do benefit from films. They can actually make the Switch sound slightly deeper, as well as remove some of the housing wobble. But just like I think someone said, I personally feel like all Cherry Switches.
Hi Alex. Hope you're having a great Friday, man.
See, dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, dude. I'm having a better Friday now that you guys are all here. Thanks all for being here, guys. Appreciate you. I went on a trip with my GF and it was so nice. Had a really good hotel and everything. Was able to manage or work remote while on the trip too. Also finally got to my GF semi-interested in keywords I was using, and she asked how much it was and I told her and she said, "You're stupid, but I love you anyways." True. Sometimes, honestly, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, "You're stupid, but I love you anyways for liking these keywords." I feel that. That's on a personal level. I get that. The KFC Ruffles are kind of mid. Tastes like all dressed was gravy. They're not that great. I mean, they're still tasty. They're just not. They're not like. They don't remind me of KFC. I think you know why. I was kind of expecting me to eat them and it tastes like KFC chicken, but from another perspective, I kind of understand. It's probably just the spices that go on the chicken. That's okay, Random. I appreciate you, and I hope your son's having a great night. Gatoron housings are what? Yeah, Gatoron housings I would not film. So here's the housings that I probably wouldn't film. Gatoron housings, I really don't think you need to film TTC housings. What else? KTT, you do not need to lube, or not lube, film. Those you don't need to film either. Like, you can't. And I think that's pretty much the list of like switches that I would say. Maybe some of the new beat. I don't know how the new beats and stuff is. I actually have not tried lubing any of the new Texie stuff because I know they've changed their molds a little bit. But old Texie, yes. New Texie, unsure. Have not tried. At least I have not felt the need to. And then SP Stars, I also don't feel the need to, but I guess you could. And then JWK, still a mixed bag. I am not sure how I feel about JWK stuff still, in terms of filming. Very, very mixed bag of things. One sec, I bent a pin. I need to grab a switch puller. It's kind of crazy. I haven't tried, much of the new Beast and stuff, but perhaps it is the same way. Maybe, yeah, maybe SP Stars depends, because I know I have filmed 1 or 2 batches of SP Stars, but then I remember not needing to film another one, so maybe a mixed bag. Hiccups. What's a good aftermarket spring for MX Browns? My personal favorite springs are TX springs. Those are the ones I would personally recommend that I've had good success with. I know you're mostly a homebody when it comes to travel, but do you have any travel plans in the next couple of years? I was thinking maybe like, because I'm downtown Toronto, I was thinking maybe like uptown Toronto. Maybe if I'm feeling like spicy, maybe I'll go to a park. I mean, I go to the post office like once every 2 days. Me personally, I am not like itching to go traveling. I don't know. I think everyone's different, right? Everyone has like that travel thing. Even going to like novelties and stuff and doing that kind of traveling, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy it. I really do. It just takes me out of what I'm doing here. Because if you guys want to know the truth, my biggest joy comes from being creative. And I feel like, yes, you can be creative on these trips, but that's not my primary goal. And maybe I could make that my primary goal. But I don't know, I just like being at home with stuff I like. Maybe my next like goal for myself that's outside of traveling is I would like to create a big studio and do stuff for that. So what about you guys? Any travel plans? But yeah, something I probably will do in the future or coming up. Japan in December? Ooh, how much was... Actually, don't even tell me. I don't want to know. That sounds expensive. I don't really want to know now. If you guys are okay with the stock, then there's no problem. But Gator switches usually have gaps between the top and bottom housing. Then the films need it. Really, I haven't had that experience with Gator switches. Even the Ink V2s were so hard to film. At least for the... Oh, really? The flight wasn't that bad? Going to Taiwan in November, December. Your spot is still saved? Oh my god, dude. Austria next year. Oh, for dodgeball. That's cool. Are you playing or are you watching? Sounds pretty fun, actually. Okay, I just want to see how this fits. Because I see what they did with the plate here. They actually made some, like, gaps and spaces. Oh, yeah. This probably fits nice. I know we still have to... Oh, that's pretty nice what they did here. Probably gonna have to like just finesse it on top. I don't think that'll interfere with anything because it's the same height as the plate. To show you guys what they did, they left some spacing open above this area, which is normally where you'd wedge it. I don't even know what to call this, the screw part. And it's about the same height as the plate, which is pretty nice. So that's probably how they're getting away with using screw-ins here with that. Okay, let's solder some stuff. Move some stuff out of the way. All right. It's a meme here because, oh yeah, I've heard about that in Japan right now. I haven't really read all the details about it, but... Remember when people used to get decent housings for Holy Panda? The hobby was very different. Very different in a lot of ways. This desk pad is from Novelties. They have a bunch of Star Wars, like officially licensed Star Wars stuff up. I think there's like, what, 9 desk pads or something like that? I don't know, I got a few here with me that I was taking pictures of. This is also a pretty cool one too. This is what, the Star Destroyers over Hoth. And then we also have The X-Wing is going down like the little trench of the Death Star is pretty cool too. That's pretty neat. This is the laser duel one, and then this is my personal favorite one that I was going to use today, but I just felt like this was a bit bright for stream. I really like this one. Clone Wars desk pads. Ooh, I gotta mention that to Riley and Mike. I gotta tell them, let's do some Clone Wars. You know what would be really cool? Hear me out. Star Wars Commando desk pads. The most niche of all the video games from Star Wars stuff. Mike is already on it, doing Clone Wars stuff? Really? Man, I missed that game. Jar Jar on a desk pad? Hey, listen, if Jar Jar was on a desk pad, man, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. All I'm saying is Disney fucking dropped the ball with what they could have done if they had made Jar Jar Sith. They really dropped the ball. It could have been the worst movie in history, but that meme alone would have made them billions of dollars. Billions. I asked Mike about the 501st Captain Rex stuff. What'd he say? If NK makes a Jar Jar desk pad, do you promise to use Greg on it for a week? Listen, if Mike somehow pulls off that we can get a Jar Jar Binks desk pad, I will use Greg on every keyboard for a week straight. While I have the Jar Jar Binks desk pad on my desk. They should really just get like all the great characters on a desk pad. They should get like a Jar Jar desk pad, Sebulba, maybe a Watto desk pad as well. They should just really just go for that. Those are the better characters. Let's be honest. Love that week. Gregory is the best. Greg is a rival now. I have a new mission in life now. Alex is trying to trigger everybody. Remember when I told you guys I watched episode 1 like 4 times in the last like 2 months alone? Well, actually twice, but... Do a Jar Jar pad like Glars's bra mat? The thing is, Disney would have to approve that, guys. And I don't think Disney would approve that. That would have to be a meme done as like fan art. GMK Pod Racer would be epic. Hey, I'm gonna let you guys on a little secret. We actually have an unofficial Star Wars set up on the website for Novel Keys. This is satire, by the way. It's called GMK Sand. It's the unofficial Anakin set. So, not GMK Sand, but PBT Sand. You should check it out. Unofficial Star Wars. It's a good set. If someone ever made an Anakin 65 or like an Anakin TKL, you bet your ass that's the first set I would put on it. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. When is Mike going to send you Boba Fett? I keep forgetting to ask him about that. I might have mentioned it in passing, but... Ben's pin over there. Let's pull that guy out. I hate that set. Not like you, Alex. I forget what he says to Padme. I don't remember. But I know it's something cringe. Listen, you know what? It wasn't Hayden's fault. Hayden did a great job portraying Anakin's like weird teenage... I guess he was like a teenager there, right? I don't know how old Anakin was supposed to be during that whole thing, but... Definitely kind of like that whole... People think he sucked at acting there, but I think Hayden did a great job. Truly. It's that weird, like, fucking... you feel like your wise era of your life. I feel like everyone's had this. Everyone's had this like time of their life. And you just say random shit that you think is like philosophical, but it means fucking nothing. And you try to like, you feel everything so deeply and it's just like, it's not important. What about GMK Darth Maul? That'd be an interesting set. Darth Maul's such a cool character. I'm still in that phase. I do feel, though, from a business standpoint, that Clone Troopers would make the better, like, a Clone Trooper set would make a better set from, like, a business standpoint. Because I think Darth Maul is still very popular, but I really think the Clone Troopers are much more popular. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. Yeah, I love that scene. And then what does he say? And then like Padme like jumps back a little bit when he's like, the men, the women, and even the children. I want to see a parody of episode 2 with Alex as Anakin. Stop. I prefer Darth Raven, but Disney just wants to confine the Star Wars to the games. I actually don't know who Darth Raven is. Wonder who Tim and Angel would be in Star Wars? Fuck, I don't know. I really don't know. Teja would be Yoda, 110%. R2-D2 and C-3PO. It's true, because they're like, they argue all the time, right? So that's actually the best description of who they would be. And I feel like R2's kind of the annoying one. So that would be Angel, because he annoys Tim, right? And Tim's C-3PO. Teja's Palpatine? You think Teja's evil? Who's Mace Windu? Dude, I'm so sad about Mace Windu's character. I feel like I know he's supposed to, I guess, die or whatever, but he was such a cool character, man. 3PO is definitely the annoying one. Alex is Jar Jar. I'd probably be Jar Jar. 110. Big Mike is Yoda. Okay, Mike would be Yoda. And maybe Nathan is. Maybe Teja is indeed Palpatine, and I can be Darth Vader and Anakin. Mace Windu was so close to ending him. Aware. He also had, like, in terms of lightsaber hilts, I was obsessed with Windu's lightsaber hilt for a while too. I don't know why I liked it so much. Who's Jabba? I don't feel like anyone would be Jabba in the hobby. Glarsis would be Palpatine? Actually, he kind of has an evil nature to him, maybe. Tim is that one kid who finds Anakin in a temple during Order 66? Let me read that again. Tim is that one kid who finds Anakin. That's so fucked up, man. JT, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Thank you, thank you. So you're telling me he just stands there shocked? Yeah, I would be honored if you guys let me be Jar Jar in this whole ordeal of things. If you let me be Jar Jar, I'd be so happy. Who's Anakin? Maybe, dude, you know who would be Luke? Hear me out. This is actually the best casting for Luke. Diego. Diego would be the best casting for Luke. Because Diego is, like, the smartest fucking guy. And, like, I swear to God, he's so smart. But I think Diego would be Luke Skywalker. Just saying. What about Ryan? Han Solo, for sure. He has like a Han Solo energy to him. Gio is definitely Obi-Wan. True. Ryan could be Lando. Ryan could be Lando Calrissian too. Yeah, for sure. We're all just stormtroopers at the end of the day. Hippio is so nice in person that I don't really know Hippio's keyboard personality, but like, he's like a super nice character. Kylo Ren, he could be Kylo Ren. Who's Alex? Jar Jar, 110%. You guys were joking around about Anakin because I can do Anakin impersonations, but I'd be Jar Jar. I'm just an idiot. Simon's Han Solo? No, Simon's Boba Fett, 110%. That guy's like the bounty hunter of keyboards. Come on. Alex is Padme, Teja's Anakin? Okay, I like this. Okay. Alex, what my compliment? Shit, I forgot a compliment, Yoshi. Hey, Yoshi. Let me tell you right now, dude. If I was Anakin in Star Wars, you'd be my Padme, alright? Love you, Yoshi. I hope you're having a great day today, dude. Huh? Didn't he kill her? That's super debatable. That's debatable. Okay, guys. Out of love, she died of sadness. Some could say, thank you. I appreciate you, VL. Thank you so much, dude. I type in the Force. Love it, bro. She rage quit? Indirectly, yeah. Some could say it was like, because of him.
Thank you for getting me back into this hobby after a 3-year hiatus.
What, is there like a board that got you back into the hobby, or is it just like content? But when you really think about it, Padme and Anakin's whole love story is so fucked up.
Alex Zotra, Alex
Manic, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Thank you, dude. Who would me and Chozo be? Actually, if we're gonna take Tim and Angel off of the droids, you two would be the droids. But you guys gang up on me, so I don't think that works actually. Who are the smart asses in Star Wars? Who are the ones that gang up on people? Would they be bounty hunters? They could be pit droids? Oh no, that's so mean. We all know Padme died from breaking her pelvis on Geonosis. Oh, when she fell? Watto? Jawas? I don't really know Star Wars. How is their relationship fucked up? Okay, okay, let me just saw the rest of this board too. This is my perception of their relationship. So, you guys can have your own opinions on this. But essentially in the Star Wars films, you're not supposed to... Jedis are kind of like priests. They're not supposed to like have like a lover, which is kind of weird. But they fall in love, and then Anakin has this thing where he sees Padme dying, right? And he goes down a route of evil because he wants to prevent that. And then ends up becoming part of the reason why she dies. So it just becomes this whole thing of like, his intentions are good, But ultimately, those intentions are what brings everything to be. And it was inevitable, so... Spoilers? Hey, guys, the movie's been out for a while. I'm not saying spoilers to this one. Where's my tweezers for this? Bro just ruined the whole Star Wars for me. Hasn't episode 1 been out for like 20... Like, episode 1 and 2 and 3 have been out for like, what? 15 to 20 years at this point? I'm pretty positive. I've never seen it. 3 came out in 2003. Jesus Christ. So it's been like 20 years. Fuck. I hate thinking about that. Anakin is Darth Vader. Thank you, Pin. Appreciate you. I've never seen a single one. Hey, because we're all talking about it today, now's your shot to go start up that series tonight. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars. I grew up with it. Episode 1 came out in 1999? Oh, no way. You're lying to me. It did not come out in 1999. Wasn't it like 2000s? That's the same year Apex... That's true. That is the same year Apex Legends came out, according to Tim Keelis. That is true. I'm not going to keep life, no. Next week's a me week. I am not going to do anything. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory came out in 1971. Aren't they making a new Willy Wonka with, what's his name there? The guy who played in Dune? I don't remember his name. Teja Types was only 25 years old. Yeah, Teja Types was 25 when episode 1 came out. So Teja probably remembers it from his early adulthood of going to watch Star Wars for the first time. Timothy Chalamet, yeah, that's the one. Did I get all the pins? Alex, Geo, Tim, and Soren can all be the Bad Batch. Timothy Cabernet. I don't really know how to pronounce this. Did I say it wrong? How do you feel about Ahsoka so far? I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I have not watched the latest episode, but it's really good. In fact, I would dare to say that of all the, with the exception of Andor, I think it's my favorite one so far out of all the Star Wars stuff that's come out. All right, let's put this back together. So again, just a little brief rundown on this. I do believe that this kit will be in and around $200. Beautiful, beautiful looking keyboard. If you're into the anime, which is Serial Experiment Lane, I think this might mean a little bit more to you. I still think this is pretty. I do. Side profile is pretty simplistic. The only thing that I might say some people may have a problem with, but might not be an issue to a lot of people, is the front height is, I believe, 22 millimeters, which is a little higher. I prefer like 20 is my max that I really like. So 22 is a little bit above that, which is not unusable to me, but it's not crazy. It kind of doesn't even feel like 22 mil, oddly enough, but perhaps it is. Interesting. I love that this. I love that board's unique shape. Yeah, it's definitely nice, and this is based off of the computer and keyboard of one of the characters in the anime, and they have photos comparing it all. They did a pretty good job with the interest check for this. I have to give them credit. They really did a fantastic job, like portraying this keyboard, showing where the inspiration came from. New Hope came out in 1977. Isn't that fucking crazy? I don't know. I just feel like the last like 15 years have just like flew by, man. Not to get all sad and stuff about that, but definitely feels like it's flew by. I came out 20 years. Wait, I came out 20 years after New Hope? Oh, you're saying you were born. I bought a Nyx Lilith because of you. Reckon I should put GMK. Oh, Hazakura would be really nice on it. It's a nice little board. Did you already get that in? Bro, 2011 was like 4 years ago. What are you talking about? Truly, it feels that way. Truly. But, meh, whatever. I'm just living life day by day at this point. Just trying to make the best of every day. That's all. Let's get the daughterboard cables out of here.
It's been a while.
I am only who I am.
Been a bit out of touch. Any new recent switches that you recommend I try out?
First of all, thank you so much for the 23 months. If you really want to try something new out, I think it's pre-order only. I like those Diamond Avalon switches. They were fun. They're not like game-changing in terms of the way they sounded or anything. There's not a crazy amount of new switches that I would say like are insane. There was those new Cupid switches that I tried. I think they were called Cupid switches. Those were fun. I think they also had updated leafs on them to make the leafs better, which you can definitely feel. Effective front height is 22 is the same as the derivative. Oh, I swear to God on the, maybe I'm wrong, high. I thought they put the front height diagram to be the same, like to just show the front height of the keyboard. Did I misread that altogether? Hold on, I will find out now because I don't want to like give you guys misinformation. Let me see, I have the page open. Effective keyboard front. Does that count with keycaps? Am I misreading that? Because I thought they had like a little diagram of it too with... Yeah, they have a little diagram of it being 22 mil without a keycap. Oh, is that with a keycap? I can't tell what they're trying to portray there. I honestly don't know what they're trying to portray. I can't see if that's like going a little higher. Oh, it is. So it's 22 mil with the keycap. It looks like this, guys. This is what the picture looks like. I didn't see that the arrow was pointing a little higher. Here, I'll post this in chat. So maybe it is indeed a little lower than that. Why isn't my... Oh, yeah, because this doesn't actually paste here. I was looking at this. I didn't see that the arrow was pointing a little higher than it should have. Thoughts on the new Kaiju keycap set? I mean, it's Kaiju. I like the color scheme of Kaiju. Whether or not you guys like the sub-legends is totally personal preference. I don't see a big problem with it. I think I like the new version a little bit more personally, but I might be biased. Is there screws for the daughterboard in here? Oh, here they are. With September, do you get 50%? I didn't read up on September stuff because I've been a little bit too, I guess, laser focused on this stuff here, but I think it's still the same thing. It's just cheaper for you guys to buy subs or something like that. So yeah, just quick correction on my part. The 22 mil front height is with keycaps. I was gonna say, it didn't feel like 22 mil. Unless they change it this year, you get the same cut. Yeah, I think it's the same thing, guys. Kaiju R2 is indeed a thing on novel keys right now. And there's also Mecha Kaiju, which uses a new... Oh, and for anyone who's wondering, yeah, so Kaiju R2 is live on novel keys right now. And there's also a Mecha Kaiju as an alternate base kit. And for anyone who's wondering, I did get to see the metallic keycaps in person. Not a full set. A few I think it was one sample. I can't remember if it was two. It's very cool. Every keycap's going to be a little bit different because it's using a new, like, I'm assuming it's like some sort of metallic flake inside the resin. So everything's going to be a little different. Every set will be a little bit different from the last. It's up to you guys if you guys like that or not. I think it's pretty neat. It's kind of cool that they're doing something different with their ABS plastics. Now, the color scheme might be a bit divisive. I'm not too sure if everyone will love that color scheme. But if you guys are into classic Kaiju, which I really am, I love that set. I've always thought it was a sleeper, even before I knew Riley personally. I like this little notch on the top of the frame here. It's fun. Kaiju was on drop. So now we gotta finesse this O-ring ever so slightly in. Oh, it's not the O-ring. It's a little bit of the daughter board cable that's sticking up a little bit. Finessed. That was actually pretty easy. Will NK sell those Godzilla Run? No. I think Mike said something about it being too much to, like, it was just cost too much, which is fair, but no is the answer. A lot of people actually really are asking for those, but both sets look really good, but I think I'd go for the Mecha one. It's very different. I think if anything, the Mecha one is kind of like a standout just because we haven't really seen anything like that before. Dude, Fresh is insane at making those trailers. Are you going to play Starfield? I'm actually going to be returning it. I hope I still can. I don't think I played 2 hours. I think I played like an hour and a half. Maybe I did play 2 hours, but I don't know. Maybe I can make a case for it because I haven't really returned a game in a long time. I didn't like it. I really don't care for the game. I think I played around 2 hours. Maybe I actually did play a little bit more because I feel like I did stay up a little bit last night playing it. But I did not have fun. This is an L opinion. You guys can think it's an L opinion. I'm totally fine with that. I just didn't have fun with it. Really did not enjoy the game. Alright, kind of cool looking. Love the original concept Star Wars desk pads. Yeah, they're super nice. Alright. So, they did send me some of the 21, so the XMI stuff. Do you guys want me to use PBT or ABS for this? Totally up to you. Sure I can find a nice set for this. Gregory? Guys, I'm tired of doing yellow and red. I'm kind of tired of it. Did I miss one of the screws here? I feel like I might have. I got them all. This is just an extra screw then. How about half and half? I don't think half and half will be a good comparison this time. Just because I feel like it might be a little awkward to do half and half with PBT and ABS. Yeah, I just thought it felt too much like I was just walking around mindlessly, not accomplishing a single thing. Is there a Canadian vendor for Kaiju? Maybe Desk Hero? I don't think so. I don't think there was a Canadian vendor for it. Maybe Desk Hero? I don't remember. I don't recall. I know Desk Hero usually does NK stuff. Lately, though, I've been finding that even if I just order straight from NK, it kind of costs the same thing. But yeah, it's Desk Hero. I'll get you guys a link. Here it is here. NK does, but it's just sometimes it's cheaper for people to buy within their own countries to avoid excess border fees and shipping costs and stuff like that. But sometimes I do find it's a little bit cheaper to order straight from the States. It depends. GMK Mandalorian? I don't think Mandalorian would look good on this, though. I think it might be... I mean, if you guys want to use Mandalorian, I'm totally fine with it. maybe we could use the red accents. I forgot it had red accents. I thought it was blue for some reason. Let me find it in a sec though, guys. I don't actually know where it is. That's Tatooine. Is this it? Not in here. This is the box for it, but it's not in here, so it's probably on a keyboard. Just give me a moment to find that. Although I don't know which board it's on. Guys, I am not sure where I put it. I think it might be at my parents' house. I don't really recall what board I used it on last. No, don't give up. As long as you guys don't go anywhere, I'll find it. Do you guys remember if I used it on something else? I don't think I did. I think it's just at my parents' house. You used it on zero? On zero? What's zero? It's a Greg angle? Oh my god, no it's not. Too many Gregs. Zero is? Guys, I don't know what the hell that means. Here, give me 2 more seconds to look. Maybe I put it in one of these guys. I just hit my camera by accident. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I hit my camera by accident. Use it on your Keycap 265? No, I have BB-8 on that now. Or not BB-8. I have R2-D2 on that. Well, I honestly not sure where I'm stuck. Here, I'll go look in the front one more time to see if it's on a keyboard. It's just hiding. Although I really don't think so. Got it. You are the best. Thanks, dude. I think I have to go with the kit one more time. Our dreams of wobbed ruin? It's okay. Honestly, this is probably going to make for a nice set. This is probably going to be a pain in the ass taking these off of this keyboard though, because these are pulling out the switches too, which, you know what? Maybe it's time just to take the switches out to go with this. Or you know what? No, I'll just try to do it carefully. It's one of the other pains in the asses about using hot swap sometimes. Also, do you guys hear my upstairs neighbors? They're just like screaming and running around. No, this can be done in 6.25. Wait, this board? Are you talking about WinKey? I don't think this has a WinKeyless version. Sorry, I thought you meant 6.25U stab for some reason. No, you know what it is, guys? We have neighbors that live upstairs that anytime there's a long weekend, they host, I mean, even just regular weekends, I feel, they host parties. And it personally drives me fucking nuts because It's fine. You want to be noisy until 12 o'clock? That's cool with me. But they're never just noisy until 12 o'clock. They're noisy until 4 a.m. So, yeah, we can replace things afterwards. So, Turn, I have not approached them directly because I just don't feel like dealing with kids, because I think that's who owns these, like, or renting. I think it's just a bunch of college students. But I have asked very politely for the concierge to, like, tell them to stop. I have put in a complaint. I have, on some nights, just, like, gone up to see, like, if they're actually the ones making noise. But they don't care. In fact, last time it was probably 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, and I had alerted the concierge. I was just like, dude, we cannot sleep. Like, they are thumping. And they went up and they went to go talk to them. Next thing you know, we just hear them thumping on purpose because, you know, I told on them. Couldn't sleep some more. Tried sleeping. Contacted them, like the concierge / management again. And they said, yeah, like they're making a lot of noise, and we asked them to stop, but the only thing we can do is put in a formal complaint. Which they did. Nothing came from it, guys. You know why? Because they're renting and they don't give a shit. And there's no, like, you can call the cops and stuff like that, but like, trust me, they'll just make a point to be more of a jackass to you. There's no consequences for them. None. So it doesn't work in my favor. And again, you want to party, you want to do shit until fucking 12 and go for it. I have no problem. Like, you're allowed to do things during those hours. But please, be respectful, and I think that's what it comes down to the end of the day. They can't get evicted for multiple complaints. Oh, dude. Okay. This is more, I don't know if this is a United States thing or more of a Canadian thing. Getting evicted is very, very hard. Like, even you can not pay bills, and you can just squatters, like they can just squatting rules and stuff like that. So it's very tough, very, very tough. Yeah, we can use these novelties over here for these ones in the corner. It takes like a year to evict someone. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Actually, good call on this set, guys. This does look pretty sharp. Hold on, I'm gonna put some stuff back as we go here too, just because I don't want to lose this set again, like I just did almost. You know what? I'll do this later. I don't feel like doing this right now. But at least what I've already taken off. Yeah, I'll take off all the rest later. I need this guy, this guy. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm missing one of these keycaps. Pretty positive. Maybe I just put it somewhere. Oh, right there. Never mind. It's there. We'll put function. And then we'll put Alt and Control here. Oh no, maybe I'm missing one of these keycaps already. Even so, it is fine. I don't care. Is there a system somewhere that I'm... Oh, never mind. It's literally over here because these have one use. So annoying with this hotspot. All right, and then I need this space bar. Okay, I'm gonna see if I need to modify the stabs, but this was a really nice choice, actually. This looks fantastic. So, this keyboard is based... Oh, that looks really nice. The frame of this keyboard, like the silhouette of it, is actually kind of cool. so many novelties he's passing on. Is there a novelty enter key? I'll do a novelty enter key if you want me to. Hold on, let's see. Actually, there's not, which I'm kind of surprised about. Okay, never mind. I don't want to do the other ones. This keyboard is quite nice. Okay, you know what? I'm just like very curious on how this is going to sound, so I'm just going to send it and type on this right now. There is some movement in the frame over here. It seems to balance itself out no matter what you do. But just like as a warning, it does seem like there is some movement here. It doesn't seem like it's going to interfere with anything. Ooh. All right, so this is the Navi60 based off, what is it called? Serial Experiment Lane. Pretty nice looking keyboard, actually. It's going to be about $200. It's O-ring and top mount. So for fans of that anime, this might be a really no-brainer pickup if you guys are like mega fans. There's not really side-to-side movement, no, not a whole lot. Do a little HJ test. This is Tangerine's aluminum plate O-ring. That sounds really good. The mutedness might be the Tangies. They were not heavily lube, but they definitely feel like they were a little bit more lube than they should have been. Also, I'm going to just lube up the stab a little bit more. I do hear a little bit of rattling. That sounds really good, though. Hold on. Let me just quickly correct this. Let me get some lube for this guy. Cheat code and do cream soda. If this was the hot swap unit, I would, but I don't want to desolder it right now. Where did I put all my lubricant? I had those 2 seconds ago. All right. I think the spacebar suits this board. I like this. I mean, if you guys were interested in that like traditional O-ring feel and sound, this definitely hits all of those notes. And I'm sure if you use a long pull, if you guys want that like big loud space bar, probably swap it for a long pull. We're not using a long pull here, we're using Tangies. I don't believe they're long pull. So one telltale sign usually of like a good O-ring board is you won't have those like really hollow corners. Which I'm not hearing any hollowness. Yeah, the sequence is a little bit hollow. Even like the Bakaneko is like super hollow on the corners. This is fine. I mean, again, listen, if this was like a $500 board, I might be like, yeah, that's a very tough pill to swallow. This gives you 2 mounting styles. Top, which you might like better if it's like a polycarb. Again, that's my thing. I don't love it with aluminum, so I'm not even going to try. And then O-ring. Really? You think this sounds hollow? Do you guys think this sounds hollow a little bit? Oh, you like the hollow sound. Never mind, I read that wrong. I thought you said this. You think it sounds hollow sometimes. This sounds great. It's very comfortable to type on too. It's got that O-ring softness to it. So, hey, you know what? I think this is a winner. Again, if you guys are into the anime and you just happen to be into keyboards, just kind of a no-brainer then. If you guys had a few extra dollars to throw and you want to support the project, I mean... Sounds great. Like, this is something I can even see myself, like, heavily using. Just, I like this general sound signature. Damn, pretty nice. Pretty nice. And this is $200. But I think that's just for the FR4 plate. I think if you want the aluminum plate like I used, it's an extra $20? I'll find out. Yeah, 24. Oh wait, no, plus 20 USD for alu plate, and then it's 24 if you just want it as a separate add-on. And then there's also an upcharge if you want beige. So makes sense because it's an eco. So pretty cool. Again, if you guys are into the anime, into the keyboard is based off of something in the anime. I believe the main character is like computer/keyboard setup. I still don't like the Tangis. Tangis I feel like are not everyone's thing. This would be so nice with Nixies. This would also probably be really nice too if you want something a bit brighter, like Obscuras, cream sodas. This is pretty nice. I actually don't know when it goes up for sale. Vendor list, however, is prototypist for UK. For Canada, we have Ash Keys. For Japan, we have Base Keys. For US, we have Keys for All. For EU, we have Keygem. Really like Keygem. For Oceania, we have All Caps. Asia, Pantheon Keys. And PH, which I assume is Philippines, we have Desk Daily. I haven't heard of Desk Daily before, but that's apparently the designer of the keyboard. So cool that there's so many different vendors supporting this project though. Keygem on top. Keygem's really nice. They've always been like super great people. Pretty nice. Thinking another Switch would serve this board better. I don't know, because I also like Tangis. You guys have always known that I've always had like a bit of an affinity for Tangis. So I like them. I think it's nice. But again, that's my bias saying that I like Tangis. This is from Novel Keys, the desk pad. Fuck, I just got back. What's up, Cobalt? Has anyone used Vertex V1s? I have. Lube was okay on them. I would say that the consistency is not 100%, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably going to go watch that tonight. Because I don't think I want to play video games tonight. I think I just want to like chill and watch like something. When's the Harbor build? The Harbor. That's soon, isn't it? I feel like that's like this weekend. Hold on, let me see. Is that Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. Oh, didn't know? Oh, no, dude, you don't have to apologize. We can have differing opinions. That's totally fair. Is Ahsoka good? I like the first 2 episodes. It's a short episode, or felt short. Really? But yeah, cool, very cool board psych type. I just want to like shout you guys out one more time because I genuinely think this is a cool project. Cool to see a well-priced, has a weight on it, interesting design, based off of something that you loved and you brought to life. Pretty cool. Really like this. Sounds great too. I think even the frame, if you're not into the anime, it looks like a cool frame anyways. Yeah, I kind of agree with Soren. It's an anime project that truly isn't like super, super cringe. Because sometimes, not saying that they're cringe, sometimes they're just like, they go too hard and they make it an anime board and then they forget about like making the board sound and feel good. So I kind of like that attention to detail was put there too. It is very competitive for sure. Lane is definitely one of those shows that you have to give the watching TV at 2 in the morning vibe. Yeah, like I said, I need to get I think I have an old PlayStation that I can use this on. I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna watch it. Looks interesting. All right, though, guys, that's pretty much the stream today. A little 2 hours of streaming for y'all, and then we'll be back tomorrow. I said tomorrow we'll do it at 1. I may change that to 7, only because I may go get lunch with some of my friends, and I don't want to like rush them. And that's like the first time in a while I've seen them. So if that's cool with you guys, I don't even know why I scheduled it at 1 o'clock on a Saturday. Thanks for making my night. Hey, Lego, anytime, dude. Enjoy your lunch. Thanks, guys. Like, we'll see. I don't even know if I'm doing anything, but we did talk about it, so I don't want to like stand them up. Night, boo boo. Thank you, Geoff. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thank you guys all for being here. Really appreciate you guys. As always, love you all. If you guys want to know more about the project, just hit !build. But let's go see who we can go raid. Oh, I hate when I tune into myself and I'm just like, oh, Drifting Bunnies is streaming? It's great, Drifting Bunnies. Oh, that's not how you spell raid. Alright, guys, enjoy Drifting Bunnies. Love you guys. Have a good one. Take care, everybody. Make sure to tune in to the Keycap live streams. Oh yeah, you're there, Abel, huh? Alright there, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy. Thanks for being here. Love you all immensely. And peace out, everyone. Bye-bye.